Everyone, welcome back to the Airbnb formula. So today I'm just going to run through a few listings and just give everyone a bit of a feel of, again, my personal experience, what I think is good, bad, how you should be doing things, what you should be looking out for, that sort of stuff. So yeah, let's dive in and see where we go. So let's just search. I'm just going to search a random location. Let's go with Sheffield, and we'll just choose some check-in dates a bit ahead of time. 3-4 guests. So yeah, your listings are, it's super important that you get your listings right, you get your descriptions right, because you really have one chance to impress. And I see it time and time again, whenever we're taking on properties for struggling hosts, there's so many quick fixes we can do, and a lot of it just lies in how they're presenting themselves in the space. A lot of it comes down to titles. The pictures are hugely important, and then the description. Most people live in this world now where they haven't got much time. They don't really want to be doing much, and they just want to quickly make decisions. So let's just have, as a quick scroll here, looks great. Nice, gives you an idea. This is a countryside sort of stay. This one as well. Obviously, this one looks very clean and tidy inside. This one doesn't really do much for me, but it is a super host. And again, with the title, the old police house means nothing to me, not knowing Sheffield. But I would personally have something different in the title. But they are a super host. They're obviously doing a great job. So it's horses for courses at times as well. This one here kind of gives you a good description of where it is in the Peak District, and that they do love dogs. So you can, if you're a dog owner looking for a stay, that's going to jump out at you straight away. I am a big fan of using emojis in your title. I do think it makes it stand out as you go into this. For me, this one here, again, it is a super host, which is great, and got a lot of reviews. But would I have that as my first picture? Possibly not. Let's have another scroll. I'm hoping that I'm going to come across some bad ones. Obviously, we've got all the super hosts pretty much at the top of the tree here. So we've got we're all looking good. Let's maybe skip along to Oh, that's recently browsed. So we're through here. We'll continue and show all. There we go. So what we want to do is, I'm going to go right to the end, because Airbnb basically doesn't show how Airbnb works is, and all the OTAs, to be fair, if you didn't know, they want their most popular properties on the top pages, because ultimately they're fighting against each other to secure the commission. So they want the best chance possible to get the booking. So they're going to display properties that do well toward the top, and the not so well properties they're going to put down at the bottom of the listings. It's this here again, that just wouldn't really float my boat if I was searching. Again, this picture looks, very much just like it's done on an iPhone, dull day, and doesn't really scream. Shiny secluded annex next to the woods. Again, title could be a lot better. Modern. That kind of, this looks well. Modern and spacious studio city center, gives you an idea. It's in the city center. It's a studio apartment. It's modern finish. I tend to use titles like try and get what's nearby, whether there's travel links, what might stand out. So if you're near a football stadium, or you're near a something of importance around your city that most people will know about, then put it in the title if you can. It just makes things stand out. Stunning 3-bed house in the Peak District. The words stunning and things like that are okay, but I would prefer to just have a description, what it is, what's close by, who you're attracting. So if you are just going after like contractor stay, for example, it might be a case of perfect for contractors, large house, perfect for big groups, that sort of stuff. Again, here, Rockcliffe House, nice, great. Obviously, that's the name they've given the house, but it means nothing to most people. and there's a nice van parked outside of the photograph. Again, a very dull picture. Just, you know, simple things, lighting and staging of your photographs. They've done a great job in getting it all dressed up, but then the lighting of the photographs is so dull because they're probably done on an iPhone rather than a proper camera. And I think that just really lets that property down, because you can see they've gone to a lot of effort to try and picture this, but you can see their van outside the back. You know, and these might sound like very picky, and I am probably being over analytical, but these are things that people will pick up on. And, you know, toilet seats up in photographs, another killer for adverts. So, you know, as you scroll through the pictures, you know, this one looks great. You know, professionally photographed. Love the idea of pictures around the city as well. What's nearby, add them in. There's no harm, you know, there's no limit on pictures, get them all in there. And, you know, it really lifts your listing up. Again, this one probably done on an iPhone. The light is very dark, a bit dull. You know, property is not that much. Could be door open there for a photograph. You know, it's just little things like this. You want to be, you know, making sure that you're doing your best to attract every single guest. I mean, again, wide angle lens probably required. That doesn't really give us a full feel. To me, this feels a very, you know, clamped up place. You know, so obviously cows in your back garden, you know, very much country stay, barbecue, great. Plenty of pictures of what's about. So yeah, I mean, you know, it's starting to give us a bit of a glimpse of the room. You know, so it is just a case of going through, but hopefully you can see, you know, here I've got very different to, if I skip back to page 1 now, and we'll just look at some of the stuff here. Let's just have a bit of a comparison. You know, a bit more feature photographs, well lit rooms for the photography, well dressed. You know, much brighter pictures on that one. Here, you know, getting some close-ups of lockbox, so you can see it's self-check-in, self-check-out. Obviously, that's the name of the cottage. You know, nice coziness. Again, great lighting on the photographs, really showing off the property, and you know, showing off the log burners. Some, you know, nice lifestyle, and that's what you really want to be doing on your listings, is kind of like selling a lifestyle. It's really important. You know, that's what people are buying into, selling a stay, selling the lifestyle, the experience of the stay. And that's what you want to be doing with your photographs if you can. You know, okay, for not the best in my eyes, but, you know, they are on one of the top listings. Again, we'll come back to, you know, great staging, great lighting. We've got, you know, pieces on the table here. We've got the lights on at the log burner. You know, fantastic photos these. Yeah, feature photos. You know, this for me is, you know, we're back here, book showing you got guys, showing you that the guest is going to be well looked after. They're going to be well informed. Nice little, whether they leave that or not as an entry basket, I don't know, but, you know, it gives you a bit of a sense that they do, what you can get up to. Champagne, you know. So for me, you know, great staging here of a property, and this sort of stuff is really worth investing in, especially, you know, as we're here, we're kind of around the Peak District, so we're kind of hitting a lot of tourism type stays rather than, you know, probably the contractor type stay. And I think you would have different photographs. Whilst you still need to stage it properly, you might just, you know, all the sort of country holiday type stuff, you might not be showing off as much as maybe just where the parking is, how easy it is to get in, you know, the amenities that they've got, the shower facilities, that sort of stuff. 2-bed, this as well. I there's no need to put how many bedrooms in your title. It's just a waste of words. You know, it tells you here that it's a 2-bedroom properly. So, you know, I know they're kind of saying it's a 2 double bed, but, you know, if we click into this listing, it will tell us what the bed setup is. So, you know, we get the idea it's a 2-bed apartment, you know, and then within the listing, it tells us what the bed setup is here, you know, 1 bed, 1 double bed. So we can kind of get that information from the actual listing itself. In terms of the description, again, try and get as much information in here as possible about how easy it is to get to the property, where the property is located, around what's around the property, you know, where's the local shop, where's the local supermarket, how far is it away from bars, restaurants, what sort of travel links does it have, what's the parking like, what type of boiler system is it, you know, what type of you know, check-in check-out system do you have, the TV system, you know, just do you offer Netflix, do you offer Prime, Sky TV, whatever it might be, you know, was it recently refurbed, when the last refurb was, how you, I think also right now is how you protect the guest, COVID sort of operations, your cleaning standards, how you you know, represent trust. Are you certified by anybody? Do you have anyone you know, backing you up to say that you are you know, what you say you are, and that the guest is going to be, you know, how flexible you are with your cancellation policies, all that sort of stuff. I think is worth trying to get into your descriptions. And you know, if we just take a look at a few more of these, you know, really important to just get everything out. Large self-contained flat, living areas, TV, comfort sofas. If there's any sofa beds, you know, how many is it? Are they double out? How many towels you typically leave for guests? That sort of stuff. Free Wi-Fi. You know, again, just kind of sell that lifestyle. Sell what's around the property as well. Where was the one with the nice log burner? I think, was it this one? The was, just want to see what their description was like. So I think they've absolutely nailed the photographs, they've nailed the title, tells exactly where it is and that they love dogs. And I just want to have a look at the lovely restored log burner, which you can clearly tell that's a feature of obviously most of the photographs, that what's around the village, how far away the next village is, right in the thick of it. They don't charge for cleaning. You know, what you see is what you get, no hidden fees. I'm a big believer of this. I know a lot of people think, oh, well, I'll look cheaper. But then for me, it's like, you look cheap. It's a bit misselling. You go, oh, well, that's cheap. And then you get all these fees added on. You're like, oh, that's not what I thought. I think it's easier just to have the right price. We love interiors. We love giving you a comfortable luxury holiday. You know, best linen, towels, toiletries, great descriptions, guest access. You know, you get the entire cottage. No one else will be in during your stay. It's all yours. The neighborhood is mostly residential, very quiet and peaceful. You're on a high road, Chatsworth 10-15 minutes in the car. You know, for me, they're just nailing this advert. You know, I mean, they've got everything in here, you know, that you really need to buy into what the experience you can, like, what you want to be doing is kind of storytelling. So like the guest is visually thinking about their stay, of like how it suits them. Okay, well, if I need to drive to that town, I know how long it's going to take me. I've got Sky TV and Netflix to sit down with the kids at the end of the night in front of the lovely log burner, which is brand new. You know, no one else is going to be around us. It's a very quiet village, so we're going to, you know, get a good night's sleep, and we're not going to be getting pestered. We've got trails just outside the door. We can walk all around. You know, you're kind of, with this stay here, you're already piecing it together in your head as you read it. And, you know, that's hugely important. And whether it's an experience like that, or whether you're going for kind of the contractor market, it's the same thing. You know, it could be like, you know, parking right outside for your van, so you can keep an eye on your tools, and, you know, they're secure, or, you know, parking inside of secured on drive, whatever it might be. You know, Wi-Fi is, you know, hooked up to your phone within seconds. You know, all these sort of stuff that you can put in there. It's got a smart system on for the heating, so easy accessible to get the heating on. You know, just anything that is going to suit. You know, a really nice big fridge to put all your food if you're staying for the week. For contractors, this is really important, and for, you know, longer stays as well. So sell yourself and sell the property with your listings. Attract them in with your titles, and you know, and the rest kind of takes care of itself. But pictures, you know, again, this, I would have had the blinds up, get the light shone in, you know, really make, like this picture here, you can see the difference between those two pictures. This one is so bright and beautiful, and then, you know, this other one is very dark and dingy. You know, so they had the day for this. You know, you can see it's beautiful sunshine outside. Another tip, if you are taking photographs yourself, try and do it on a sunny day. It makes such a difference to the light. You know, this picture would have been just a million times better with that type of lighting. They've done a great job with the kitchen photographs and the bathroom photographs. You know, they're great as well. So, you know, but there's just that one lounge photo just kind of lets the whole thing down. I would have possibly removed that from the top. I guess it kind of says that there are extra blankets, but again, just that me being picky, car outside the windows there again. You know, but all good stuff, all good stuff. You know, you can always improve, and I think that's the main thing. Love these type of photos. Gives you a bit of an experience of what you can do, what you can get up to, and what the type of stay is going to be. So, you know, again, all great experience, and you know, really important that you know, you get all this, you know, that you get all this into your listing as much as you can. And it really does make a difference, this, you know, really focus on it, really spend time on it. As you scale, it's easy to get sloppy with this stuff. You know, I've been there where you're kind of rushing around, you're not taking enough attention, you're just putting photographs up just to get them live. That's all well and good, but always make sure you go back and revisit it. You can always get your titles right, and you can always get your descriptions right. Also be playing around with them. They don't have to be set in stone for the whole time. You know, start tweaking around with them, playing around with them, see if you get any more bookings from them, change them up a bit, and you know, and then you can kind of go from there. So yeah, so that's kind of just a brief video today on analyzing Airbnb and listings. I'm gonna be doing more and more of these videos on these 3 channels across the next for foreseeable. And if anyone wants anything specific, please just comment below, let me know what you'd like to see in the next video, and we can cover it off. But for now, that's the Airbnb formula for today. Hopefully that's helped.